Hello and welcome back to What's It All About. I'm Guy, and today I'm joined by my co-host Nio. Introduce yourself.
Howdy.
All right. Now, you do remember us from last episode. We did our pilot episode. We mostly talked about who we are, what this was, a podcast, and the events leading up to it. Struggles and mostly just all the struggles we created ourselves by just being lazy and not being able
Yeah.
to agree or commit. Fun
To
time.
add to that laziness, we've just spent about 2 weeks not recording, and this was supposed to be recorded weekly. So we're really keeping the tradition going.
Yes,
What can I
we are
say?
professionals. We are
Yes,
consistent.
very, very professional.
Also,
Very
before we get
professional.
into anything too much, Happy New Year and
Yes, Happy
Christmas.
New Year and Merry Christmas
Merry
and
Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah and all of your other holidays.
Happy birthday
Um,
if you were born on any
yeah,
of the
happy
days.
birthday.
I'm sorry for your loss if anyone died between those days.
Um,
Yes. New
yeah.
year, new us. We might start uploading weekly.
Yeah, who
Maybe.
knows? Don't get too hopeful. I'm going away next week.
I'll make a New Year's resolution so it has a 50% chance of not coming true.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like
Just like our proper New Year's resolutions.
exactly. We both have a similar New Year's resolution to become
Which is just everyone's New Year's resolution, really.
buff. Just be absolutely buff. Like you see
Yes.
this, you see the people, you see Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was in his prime, like that, but twice as big. That's
And
my New
without the
Year's
steroids.
and
Without
without.
without the
I
steroids.
mean that's optional. That's optional.
Yeah, we'll think about
Nothing
it,
nothing's
maybe.
set in stone. Nothing's set in stone.
That is very true, very true. Yes.
You can't limit yourself. All
Yes.
right, now that we've got the New Year's resolutions and celebrations out of the way, the fireworks are pretty overwhelming. I'm just gonna say, or maybe
Yeah, I didn't really watch it. I was busy not opening my eyes. Um,
I'm just
yeah.
waving sparklers around with my family, and we were outside in the backyard, and so that our mum could see us because she was locked in her room to isolate from us. which is
Damn.
which
We
was a
had
pretty sad sight, but it was still
yeah,
kind of wholesome.
we had like four of us. One of us was passed out on the grass. The other two people were kissing, and I was just sitting there on my phone. So
Hey.
happy New Year.
Okay.
Uh
All
yeah.
right. All right.
Now,
We go.
I think we
Segue.
need to quickly touch on something as well.
Segue to the
You'll
next
notice
topic.
how there's a distinct lack of third voice here.
That is very true.
Um,
Craig
it
has been
is
silent this whole time.
we yes we would unfortunately like to report the fiery car boat train death accident explosion of Bufla. That
Terrible.
is the reason he is no longer here because his limbs are in separate continents now as they have gone down numerous different.
His
So
limbs have indeed been separated, and unfortunately, he hasn't been able to make it to this next podcast due to the
yeah,
fact he's a lot less
he might get back together and he might come back in a future one.
himself
Who
together.
knows? But currently, he's very, very dead.
I mean, most
Um,
people have 206 bones, but like he's I
he has
I'd be
206
surprised.
bones spread out.
I'd be surprised if he still had like 50 of them still attached to one part of his body.
Yeah, he's kind of everywhere.
But
What can
it's
I
okay
say?
because
He's Mr. Worldwide.
it's the worldwide right now.
Yes.
I feel like there's a bit of buffalo in all over the world at the moment.
Yes. His blood was turned into water, and it is a part of the
So,
rain cycle now. We are all part Buffalo.
so that's why he can't come in today. But we can make it work. We still technically got a 3-man squad.
We've
Right?
got Craig, and we'll be bringing on visitors and stuff anyway. We've got other friends, and we will absolutely bring them on. There's
Trust
some
us.
really good guys there.
Trust us. We do in fact have multiple friends.
We are not just now two friends instead of three. It's okay.
We're not just scouring the streets looking for anyone desperate enough to join.
I mean,
Yeah,
when we run out of ideas, maybe, but
eventually that might happen, but we're not there
eventually, yeah.
yet. This is only the second episode, and the third episode is
The
may
third
may take
episode,
a while to
maybe,
come.
yeah. The third episode, maybe we'll scour just because we
Yeah.
will be difficult, but keep your hopes up for the episode to even come.
Speaking of episodes, let's get on to the main topic of today's podcast: the lottery.
But
No, not the
but
story, the actual lottery.
but first,
Okay.
welcome along to our first segmented bit that we'll be having in the videos. This first one is being run by me, and we're going to call it Objective News, where we try and go through the news and try and be as objective as possible without putting our opinions in it. So I'm currently on the ABC News website. Let's take a look. So we can see that the 2022 starts as 2021 ended with plenty of COVID updates. It appears that there's been a lot of COVID updates, because
Sure have.
COVID exists.
It does
Now, on to
exist.
time to objective. Boom. Ah, um,
Yeah.
let's see. There's a child that died in a remote desert community after going missing from home.
Oh,
In the Northern Territory. Boom.
in the Northern
Objective.
Territory. That's pretty
A
objective.
child, 10 years old, is in hospital after a man allegedly drives his car through their family's tent in Tasmania. Wow,
Uh,
it's really hard to not be subjective here.
wow, I
Um,
really want to give my opinion on this,
I
and
want to give my
quite
opinion on this.
quite a
Anyway,
profound opinion. Lots of
objective.
profanities.
Cool. Betty White,
Oh yeah,
sad.
Betty White. That
Betty
that
White
that
passed
happens.
away. I would say it's unfortunate, but that's an opinion.
That is
Can't
quite
have one of
opinion. So
those.
instead, we say interesting. That is indeed true.
Victoria has announced that there's a new daily record of 7,442 COVID cases. Wow.
Okay, that's
That's
that is a
I was
high
about
number.
that is no. That is a number.
That is a
Anyway,
number. The number has more than 3 digits, which I think counts as high.
I guess you could be objective there. Mask is mandated in Queensland with new recording 2,266 cases.
Mm,
That's a high number too.
that
Objective.
is a high number too.
Wow.
Objectively, a high number. Objectively, any number that has more than 3 digits is a high number.
That is, you know what? That's the lesson that everyone needs to learn after this amazing bit. Well, that's been objective news. We've been
Quite
very
objective.
objective, very informative. Time to hop back to the main segment.
All right,
Um,
we'll send that back to our past selves and see how they
yes,
think. Okay.
I'm sure they'll think this was just truly an amazing bit. Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Some
everyone.
interesting stuff has been said.
Quick words has already been.
Now, where were we, Guy?
Should we mention how we record that after the podcast? So like we could have just said like the most horrendous thing possible, and we
And
just
we
come
are
back like,
complimenting ourselves so
and
much.
we're back. Well, very insightful stuff there, future
Yeah,
us.
some really interesting things have just been said, I
Uh,
must say.
all right, so moving on to the lottery.
Yes,
This
the
is where we
lottery.
talk about what we would do if we won said lottery. Like
You know,
what
because
could we do?
there's no way no one here has thought of it. Anyone who has ever lived and knows about the lottery has thought, wonder what I would do if I won the lottery.
It's just a nice thought to have when you're just in the
Everyone loves
car.
the idea of just having a lot of money.
It's just a nice it's a nice party question. It's a conversation starter. Just something to go
Really
around the
good.
room. So
Well, the best conversation starter is how much does a polar bear weigh?
we don't talk about that.
Enough to break the ice.
I'll go first. Just for that, I
Okay.
will go first. All right. So
All right.
now I don't want to boast, but my idea is a bit out there. So
Oh,
first of all, how much money are we talking about with the lottery?
let's say $100 million.
$100 million. Okay. With this money, I would hire goons. I would hire
Goons.
henchmen. I would hire people to follow me around and protect me from danger and to intimidate my enemies. And I'd have to make
Interesting.
enemies. I'd have to make enemies as well. So
You would hire enemies.
I'd hire enemies and I'd hire henchmen to protect me
The
from these
goons
enemies.
that your henchmen would get like they get a schedule at the start of every week. It tells them if they're a goon or if they're an enemy.
Exactly. And I even said these things with my enemies sometimes I give them some money to then hire my goons, like to betray me, which would spice things up.
to get backstabbed, yes.
Like,
You
can
basically will make a movie that you don't know.
Can you imagine walking down the street, you see someone else with like 4 dudes around, and I'm like, wow, what the hell is he paranoid about? And suddenly 5 dudes jump him and they have to like get him out of there? That would be so cool.
Guy's just walking around with 4 goons. Next thing you know, one of them stabs him in his side.
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Oh, damn!
Good shit right there.
Why would I have paid that
Good
guy more
thing.
money?
Good thing I can afford the hospital. And then, I did
I
the
bought
usual
the
stuff.
hospital.
Buy a nice house, have enough
you
to
know,
retire, donate to the poor.
everyone's got their standard stuff. Put your parents into retirement, even though they're like in their 40s.
Yeah.
Buy a nice car, buy a nice house. It's always the people who have the interesting ideas that can really make things go.
Exactly. Like who needs a retirement plan when I have goon?
Yes, I have millions of henchmen.
Millions of henchmen. I just started a secret organization to get pineapple off pizza.
No, how dare you?
Like,
You know what? I think we can save this for a whole other argument.
you know what? We'll save that.
That'll
That's a
be a
gold
90.
mine right there. All right. Well, that's my idea on what I do with $100 million.
To touch on that as well, what you should do is you should make it so all of them look the same.
I should have it so they all look
Just
the
so
same,
just
and
so
then
you
they're numbered. They're numbered as well.
they've got numbers. Are those
I
numbers
call them
tattooed on
agent.
them?
Yes, I call them
Nice.
agent. I call them agent, and then their number.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Fair enough. Um, should I talk about my amazing lottery plan?
Well, I'm not sure what you could say that would match my crazy ideas.
Okay, so I've won $100 million. The
Yes.
country of Liechtenstein can be rented for $70,000 a day.
Oh, not sure how you
I'm
know
about to
that.
take over the world. So,
Okay.
what I would do at first, you see, I would introduce tax into Liechtenstein because it's a tax haven like Monaco. Then I
Exactly.
would I would close all the borders first so no one can flee. Then introduce tax so that all of the
Oh.
rich people lose all their money. That will then earn me my $70,000 a day plus more in profit, giving me control over Liechtenstein. I would kill anyone who opposes me, and I would praise anyone who is for me.
Oh.
Yes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Appraising.
Yes,
I
yes, you're
praise
praising.
that.
That's great to
Praising.
hear. Awesome. I'm very glad to hear that. Then once I've
Support.
taxed them enough to feel that things are going well, I will lower the tax. And I have a certain amount of money for my next stage, my plan. I'll lower the tax back down. In fact, I'll get rid of tax like it was before. That will make
Okay.
future residents of Liechtenstein happy with me. You know, the next generation. They'll then think that I'm a good person because they'll grow up knowing that I've removed tax from Liechtenstein. Now, my next
Okay.
stage of my plan involves a military. I
Oh.
shall take that next generation of Liechtenstein that loves me so much,
I'll let
and I
you
shall
go.
introduce that's a word, conscription into Liechtenstein. I
You're gonna
will then use these
conscript
people that like me
you.
to then make them fight in the military, which I will have bought a massive military for. My
I'm
next
gonna
plan is
assume you also
domination. I
got.
shall begin
Alright.
expanding the territories of Liechtenstein out further and further,
Hmm.
increasing my wealth as I take further land. I will also, at this time, introduce tax back into Liechtenstein so that we can still be financially stable, so that bigger places like the US can't bomb us.
Are you gonna
Because
make
we'll
it a
just,
communist country? Just out
it's
of
not
curiosity.
communist, it's just you never know if you're going to wake up one day and
Oh,
tax is back.
it's just a
You'll just
dictatorship.
wake up on
Okay.
your yacht because it's a tax haven, millionaires go there. And next thing you know, you're no longer a millionaire because I've just taxed you for 70% of your income.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
should be good. Now, once I've expanded my territory further, I'll begin doing the exact same plan with my new Liechtensteins. I will continue to spread out throughout the rest of the continent. And I honestly, I forgot which continent Liechtenstein's in. I'm going to say it's Europe because it's a tax haven.
Quick Google. Where is Liechtenstein?
Where is Liechtenstein? It is the key to my plan. Um, then once I've done that and I'm expanding my territory further, I'll just continue spending more money. I'll go for the bigger places. I'll do some interesting stuff. Eventually, I don't want to bore you with the
Alright,
detail. I've
that looks
taken
like
over the
Europe.
world.
That
It's
looks like
Europe,
Europe.
awesome. Yeah. Eventually, I've just taken over the world. It's mine. I own it. All because I won the lottery and bought Liechtenstein because they have a renting policy for it. Um, at,
Interesting.
at that point, I will. Well, I'll be king. How much does the Earth cost? I'm gonna buy the Earth and be king. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All
And
right.
then it's fun because and then once that's done, I'll buy all my nice cars and a nice house, and then I'll
Okay.
finally rest and watch the sunset over a grateful country, Earth, Earth.
Grateful world.
Yes, they will be very, very grateful of me. Otherwise, they're dead. Yeah, you got to embrace my plan, or you can embrace the gulags. What can I say?
Oh, gulags. You didn't mention the gulags.
Oh well, that might be one of the ways that I get rid of them. I'll spread it out. It'll be like the introduction of tax. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey guys, here's the news. Our economy is going great because I'm such a great leader. By the way, if you oppose me, today's way of you dying is slavery, or today's way of you dying is another thing. I'll just spread it out.
Just
It'll
spin
be
a
like,
wheel every
yeah,
morning.
it'll be, I won the lottery to take over the country. So now they get to win a lottery of how they leave the world.
It's just like, what's going to be today? Gulag, thought police.
Are you going to get gassed? Are you going to get bombed, burnt, drowned? It's really going to be a
I
fun
gotta
thing, I think.
ask, did you take inspiration of this, at least a little bit, from 1984?
I haven't read 1984 in its entirety. No, this is a plan I came up with entirely on my own because I'm a psychopath who learnt about this when I was doing a mini major project for my school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Religion is a weird subject, man.
It wasn't even religion, funnily enough. If it was religion, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
But no, it was actually it's my design course.
Design? It wasn't business?
No, it wasn't business, it was design. We had to find a venue to host a music festival at.
And your
And
venue was going to be the entirety of Liechtenstein.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was one of them. We were also going to do oil rigs and a whole bunch of other really fun places. But
Ah,
we ended up settling on Hyde Park in London. So we kind
ah,
of downscaled a bit.
yeah.
Um,
Just,
we'll do Liechtenstein another day. Our concert will come. It'll come again. Don't worry. Sure.
what the hell?
Hey, look, I'm a
I came
man with
out
a plan.
I come out here saying, "Lol, I'm gonna have goons," and you're like, "All right." So step four, we radicalize the youth. Step four,
Exactly.
we flood them with the propaganda.
Yep.
Make Liechtenstein great again. Big
Yes.
Brother is watching you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
All
actually.
that
You
good
know what? I'll take
stuff.
some inspiration from the bits of 1984 I know, and I'll make sure that there aren't any like little nooks or anything in anyone's houses that they can hide it and write in their diary and plot to take over the world or take the world back.
Take the world back. See, you're the one taking over the world.
Yeah, well, I will be taking over the world. Yes, I'll eventually maybe just buy the Earth. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you ever wonder like what billion? Because people exist with more than $100 billion, I assume. Like, what's the
Well,
richest man in the world's wealth?
I mean, I'll just like, I'll just be nice. I'll be like, hey, Elon Musk, I know you're like 100 billionaire, but so if you like let me take over the world, you can build those gigafactories of yours. You
No,
only
see,
need 100 of them, mate.
Jeff
Like,
Bezos is in fact the richest man in the world with 177 billion. So you wonder why hasn't he thought of anything remotely like this? He definitely
well, I
has the
feel like if
resources
Jeff
to do it.
Bezos is gonna do anything, he'd be Santa.
That's very true. Honestly, it would just make sense.
Yeah,
We
for
know
anyone who doesn't know about this, well, Jeff Bezos, he knows our address. He has access to our bank accounts, but he doesn't need that because he's Santa. He's an army of drones and access to just about anything in the world. The only thing stopping him from being Santa is his will.
exactly. He knows what we want. We
Yeah,
order things through him. The algorithms know us.
yes.
All he has to do is just wake up one morning and say, "I will be Santa Claus," but he doesn't. Who does that?
No.
Who has the
And you know what?
opportunity to be Santa
When
Claus
I've
and doesn't
taken
do
over the world using Liechtenstein, I will force him to be Santa.
it? She's like, "I have a new law,
So
Jeff
that
Bezos
the
is
children of the
officially
world
Santa Claus."
can truly be happy
Honestly,
knowing.
if a dictator made it the law so that like there was a Santa Claus, if a dictator hired Santa Claus, I would not be opposed to that.
Yeah, if a dictator was like, "Hey guys, I really need you guys to believe in Santa Claus. By the way, here's Santa Claus." I mean, I would believe
Like Santa
personally.
Claus would be a lot cooler with drones, honestly. Like reindeer,
Yeah,
get
like,
that weak sauce out of here.
I watched I watched Rise of the Guardians and like it's cool with Santa being Russian, but like how much
That's
cooler would he be if he had an army of drones?
That would be pretty
Mm,
cool. Yes,
I think so.
Russian Santa was pretty cool, but drone Santa, that's where the cool stuff is.
Why be Russian when you can have drones?
Why be Russian when you could have drones? That is the age-old question. I do
That is
wonder.
really, be or not to be, that isn't the question, actually. It's do you want to be Russian or do you want drones?
Yeah,
So,
you ever notice how it sort of feels like every rich person is just like all like part of the same freaking club or something? They just all happen to know each other. What
the
if you
Illuminati, yeah, yeah.
what if you could be? What if you became part of the rich kid club? You got to sit the rich kid lunch
The
table,
Cool Kids
and
Club. Oh,
exactly,
it would be, it'd be terrifying
and you're
for
like,
everyone that
hey
isn't me.
CEO of Amazon, hey, what's another rich person? Elon Musk.
Elon
Hey,
Musk.
Elon Musk. And just, oh, hey, ruler of King of Earth. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, are you guys still like happy with me? Oh, you're not?
Yeah,
Could you just can I just have a word with you
hey
outside
guys,
for a
guess
second?
guess who just sent 50 children to the gulag for failing school?
Maybe they should have just passed school.
Should have
Like,
simply passed school. I would pass
why
school a lot
fail
easier.
school when you can just pass it? Like,
I
I don't
would
know,
pass
man.
school a lot easier if I was under the threat of being sent to said gulag.
That is true. You know, fear is just the greatest teacher.
This is the
What can I
problem
say?
with our education system. There's not enough fear. Most of the
No.
fear comes from students putting that on themselves because they're afraid to fail.
Yeah, people make themselves afraid. That
It's
doesn't
a
work.
it's a
They
lot more
need to
effective
make
when
it
someone
be.
else does it.
They need to know that at any moment they could be taken out back and beaten to death. But like, it's
Yeah, yeah. In a video game, in a video game.
yeah, in a video game, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly. Take Liechtenstein's actually rentable in a video game. In a video game. We
Yeah,
should probably add a
definitely.
disclaimer. Please don't take over the world. Any millionaires watching, any
I know my idea may be genius,
but
but
legal in quotation marks, it might not be legal.
yeah,
If
I know you're a billionaire and you can just like buy the police, but
can't
like I
buy the
want to do
law,
that. Yeah,
like no stealing our ideas. Okay,
yeah,
I
exactly.
want goons
I want the earth. I
you
want
want the
to
world.
own
You
the
want
earth
the whole
and be
world.
king. Yeah,
Jesuit. That was something. That was honestly that was a nice monologue right there.
thank you,
I feel like I'm
thank
just
you.
sitting down, tied up in a chair, watching the supervillain list off his evil plan.
So that you can then just like go against it later.
It's just like,
You've
wow,
lost. You've revealed your plan. You're going to try and backstab me, guy. Shit, you are gone.
that's not one for editing me. That's not one
All
for
right,
editing me.
we've
Good.
I've messed up and I've said a name. It's okay.
We got pretty far without
We
one
we
name
got pretty
said.
far. It makes sense that I was the one that said it.
Have I
I
said
do
your
that.
name? I don't think I have.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. We'll see
you
later.
don't really have to say names when it's just two people here. You just say, hey, yeah? Like, you
Hey,
don't have to
you.
choose who you're referring to. Unless I say
Yeah,
Craig.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's shy, he's shy.
yeah, what a
Alright, so
loser.
that was your plan to take over Liechtenstein
No,
and
the world with
the
Liechtenstein.
world with Liechtenstein
Yes.
with $100 million. So
Yes.
again, any millionaires, billionaires listening, get your own idea.
This is
Uh,
my idea.
we got to copyright the idea of buying Liechtenstein or
Yeah, don't
renting.
worry, I'm patenting it as we speak. Um,
Wait,
yeah.
quick question: after you take over the Earth, do you intend to just keep renting out Liechtenstein, or do you stop renting Liechtenstein but then take over Liechtenstein?
I feel like if I stop renting Liechtenstein, then I think the whole plan will just fail. So
Oh,
I will use the infinite amounts of money that I have to just kind of keep paying money to
wait a minute.
Liechtenstein,
You know
which
what?
I own.
If you are renting Liechtenstein and then take over countries as Liechtenstein, then technically you're just renting more countries. So, like, if you stop renting, then the whole world just no longer belongs to you. So
Exactly. I gotta pay rent, guys. What can I say? It's just an important part of life. You gotta make sure you pay your rent because it's just it's gonna be difficult otherwise, guys.
exactly rent is the pathway to world domination.
Yep, that's correct.
Damn.
So, but keep that in mind, I guess.
Okay, so that's our plans for the lottery. That was our first topic of the day. I didn't expect it to spiral into world domination, but that's the good thing. That's the good thing about podcasts. You never know what you're gonna get. My mom always said that life was like a box of podcasts. You
You
never
never
know.
know which one's gonna take over the world.
All right, so I think you know what? I think that's gonna do it for this short little bit. We're gonna cut it off right here, and we'll be back with you in a couple minutes. We'll see you all in the next section. Hello, welcome back. It is time for fun facts. I am Guy, 25, and I'm here to give you a nice fun fact. That is, did you know that a brown bear can run 56 kilometers per hour? Now, I didn't know the exact number, but I did recently search it up because it's a funny experience. Now, on an unrelated note, did you know that a grizzly bear can kill you in under 2 minutes, or at least a
Interesting.
fully grown human. Now, I didn't have my stopwatch on me, but Cora seems to have the answer here, right? Like just right here. Polar bears can only run 40 kilometers per hour, though. So if you're being chased by a bear, make sure it's a polar bear. Although they do run on ice, so you'll probably still have a tougher
You
time.
know how you just find your polar bears out in the wild.
Exactly. Fun fact: not all bears will leave you alone if you drop dead. That only works for some of them.
Damn.
Only some of them.
Wow, I really didn't know this stuff about
Yeah,
bears. Why didn't Craig tell us?
me neither.
Craig is literally a bear. Why wouldn't he tell us?
Neither did Buffalo. Oh no, he was the fire accident. Wrong accident.
Wrong
Funny thing. We were gonna originally have 5 people, but then the bear, and that's how we got Craig.
Killed people, and then
Craig wanted a spot, and so
we Freddy Fazbeared the Craig. We put the soul of the people he killed into Craig, and now Craig records for us.
Exactly. So now he's controlled by the will of person, which is probably why he purposely cut out on our first episode. He's a little annoyed about what we did. But yeah, so that has been Fun Facts with Guy 25. Make sure you stay alive by not trying to engage in a brown bear in the middle of the forest. Catch you later. And we're back.
Yes, that was quite the interesting one.
Do not mention.
That was very interesting section right there. I can't believe how amazing that section was. It was truly eye-opening to me.
Definitely, after one of the sections, we just have to come back saying, Jesus Christ, what was that? Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're just sitting there. We're like, dogs can sometimes be more than just a dog.
What?
Dogs are man's best friend.
And we just come back saying wow, way to get political. Way to bring in, way to offend the left and the right and the front and the back while you're at it.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn, bro.
Speaking of politics, this is you already know it's gonna be good. Speaking of politics, pineapple on pizza.
Okay.
Craig,
pineapple can go on pizza. It is completely fine to put it on pizza.
All right, here's a rebuttal. You're wrong and dumb.
Why am I right? Here's a rebuttal. No, I'm not. Why am I wrong?
No, I'm not wrong. But by the way, why am I? Good rebuttal. Okay. So here's I'm an English teacher. This we got claim, evidence, and then concluding statement. Claim: pineapple does not belong on pizza. Evidence: pineapple counteracts the taste of most pizzas. Pizza is hot, it's meaty, it's nice, it's spicy, it's warm, it's good. And then you have pineapple, which is kind of sourish. Fruit. It's like putting grapes on pizza. You don't put grapes on pizza.
Yeah, who would that's a really good point. Who would put fruit on or vegetables on pizza?
Well, of course, not all fruit and vegetables taste the same, which is why some of them go well. Say, tomato.
Or pineapple. Pineapple is just fine. Okay, pizza, it's yum, right? It's crispy. It's got that nice cheesy taste.
Not crispy.
No, I'm talking about pizza. Pizza is crispy. It's cheesy. It's great, right?
Pizza is great.
The pizza that you would standard get pineapple on is the Hawaiian pizza. That is correct. Yes.
The Hawaiian pizza is literally pineapple and what ham as well.
Ham, cheese, pineapple, and sauce. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Now, that's the thing, right? Firstly, the name Hawaii pineapple. Boom. There's 1 point.
I can name the pizza piss pizza, and that doesn't justify putting piss on it.
I don't know, man. Have you tried it? I haven't.
The alliteration does make it sound catchy. It rolls.
It's very catchy now. That's very true. Anyway, though, look, pizza is good, right? And it's got a good taste to it. Pineapple does not counter that taste. It adds to it. Pineapple is not sour. It is sweet. If you think it's sour, you're just weak. Get over it. Okay.
I bet you tell people all strawberries are sweet. None of them are sour. And then you just sit there, water in your eyes as you eat a bowl of strawberries. When 9 out of 10 of them make you cry.
I don't cry when eating strawberries. Damn, bro, you're weak.
They hurt.
But look,
Like
ham as
the little
well.
pins people sneak in them.
Ham is something with a strong taste. You're eating two things that have strong
Ham
taste.
is meaty. Pizza just has meat on it. That's just what.
Yes, that's correct. You are getting a wombo combo, all right? You're
Is
getting that bread taste from the crust. You're
that
getting your
bread do be tasting?
dairy. You're getting the dairy from the cheese, right? You're getting your meat from the ham, and then you get that little bit extra. Sometimes it might be a drizzle on top of your pizza. Sometimes it might be pineapple. Sometimes it's other meats. Sometimes it's herbs. In this case, it's pineapple. Pineapple is not a
Okay.
overpowering taste. It is working with the other tastes to give you an all-round food.
Okay.
Yeah?
First of all, don't diss about the flavor that the tomato sauce actually applies. Like the actually tomato, like
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
tomato
be
in it.
honest, I don't have sauce on pizza, so I can't really be
Well, I'm not talking about
offended
like
in that
tomato sauce.
section.
Like the actual tomato in the pizza.
That's correct. Yes, I don't have that. That's why I have garlic pizzas, because they use a
You
garlic
don't have
base.
that.
Yeah.
You're saying that this vegetable belongs on pizza, but you're actually going to take out the one good vegetable on pizza, and
I
then
don't like tomato in general anyway,
I
but
don't like tomato in general anyway, but tomato in pizza just works.
I've recently learned anyway that I like barbecue sauce. So back off.
Barbecue sauce. Look,
I
garlic
had
pizza.
meat I
I
had
like
meat
garlic
lovers
pizza.
the other day.
I like garlic pizza as much as the next guy, assuming he likes garlic pizza. Because if he doesn't, then my opinion,
Then
that's
Jesus Christ, run.
bro, what the hell's wrong? Why am I standing next to you? But the
Yeah,
point is that if you're going to add a vegetable to pizza and claim that it belongs on pizza, and that it's all right, and that it works with it, and then you're going to take out tomato, you
I
sound
am not
that's some
I
cognitive
am
dissonance right
this
there.
is a personal thing. You are saying, right, I am saying, look, I don't like sauce on pizza. I understand why people like sauce on pizza because people like sauce. People always like sauce. I live with that.
Sauce?
You are saying pineapple does not belong on pizza. You are saying that there is not a pizza in the world that should have pineapple on it. Not you don't like pineapple on pizza. You are saying pizza should not be on pizza. I am saying my
Pizza should
personal
be.
preference is I don't want sauce on pizza. You are saying the world should hate it. All right?
Well, I'm
We
not
are coming
saying the
up.
world should hate it. I'm just saying that the people who matter should hate it.
No, that's just not true though. Right?
Yeah.
I can keep going on this, man. I'm right, and I know.
It's
All
like
right?
you're going at us all wrong. I'm right and you're wrong.
I haven't said that though. I haven't
You
said
just
I
said
have.
you just said I'm right, I guess.
Yeah, I said I said I don't like
Okay.
sauce on pizza. You like sauce on pizza. I am okay with that. You are saying, oh, Neo doesn't like pineapple on pizza. He is automatically wrong. You are disrespecting my opinion, and I will defend it because I know it is
Okay.
correct.
So maybe people who like pineapple on pizza don't deserve to be cast into hellfire. I'll
That
give you
is
that.
correct.
I'll give
That's
you that
very
much.
correct.
But if we're talking about just opinions, and then we're also talking about which one is majority liked, the majority of people prefer pizza that has tomato and not pineapple. That's why the
Okay,
majority of types of pizzas have tomato and not pineapple.
all right, and I get that. But you're like, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying pineapple should be on every pizza. I'm saying that
No, no one
the
thinks that.
pineapple is on one pizza, and people shame anyone who eats that one pizza because it has pineapple on it. There is an entire pizza made. It's just the Hawaiian without pineapple, right? The ham and cheese pizza is just the Hawaiian without pineapple. That's just sad, man. Imagine you took a garlic pizza and took out the cheese because it wasn't wanted. It's just sad. All right. It's
Cheese,
one
you
pizza.
can't take the cheese out of pizza, though. That's an
That's
awful
correct.
example.
That's very
That cheese
correct.
belongs on every slice of pizza. You just said you weren't comparing pineapple by saying it belongs on every slice
All
of
right.
pizza.
It was a bad example, but
There
cheese
was,
absolutely deserves to be on pizza,
well,
unless
of
you are
course it
lactose
does.
intolerant, in which case, all right, I get
In
you.
that case, why are you eating pizza if you're lactose intolerant?
That's very true. Very true.
Go eat what lactose intolerant people eat.
Yeah, lactose-free milk, and that's it. Nothing
Lactose
else.
free. Or just eat the pizza and just be alone afterwards. Like with
Eat
lots of
some bread.
windows,
Just
lots of ventilation.
eat some bread. Yeah. Yeah, no. Pineapple is completely fine being on this one pizza, right? We have friends who only eat that pizza. right? They only eat that pizza. That is completely different. That
After
is
this,
saying
I'm gonna
they
need
don't.
you to give me names. After this, I'm gonna need you to give me names because I'm gonna
All
have
right, I'll give you
discussions
their
with who
name.
only
I'll give you
eat,
their name.
who see pizza, who see the wide range of toppings, and say, you know what, pineapple,
Yeah,
just pineapple,
that's correct.
no more, no
Well,
less.
Hawaiian, not just
Ham.
pineapple. You
Of
gotta
course, it's
stop
gonna have.
looking at it as a single
Of
thing,
course,
man.
there's also ham, and I am a big fan of ham on pizza. Ham
Yeah,
on pizza is like a combination made in heaven, and I am all for it. And I think that's also partly why I despise pineapple so much because it takes what I like and then it just pisses on it. It just throws it on the floor,
it
and I feel personally
it
attacked that someone
doesn't
decided
though.
that.
I can sit there. I can tell you right now. I will sit there and I will eat a Hawaiian pizza, and I won't go. I can taste nothing but pineapple. You can taste the ham, man.
All right,
Ham is a strong taste.
I've searched up who made Hawaiian pizza. His name is Sam. I can't say it. I'm just gonna put it in chat for you honestly because that's a weird looking name.
I'm gonna have a go at this then. Sam
Sam
Panopoulos. Panopoulos.
Sam
There we go.
Panopoulos. This man,
That's his name now.
this elderly dude, the photo. He looks like his grandkids just got an award at their primary school, and he just showed up with this concoction to reward them. And by God, can I just picture the broken heart he'll get when the kids turn it away?
But
It's
it just
pretty
does. Here you go.
awful.
Here you go. I have looked up an article for it. It is scientifically proven that pineapple belongs on pizza. There is nothing better than a little bit of sweetness to cut through a salty snack like pizza.
Scientifically proven that that pineapple belongs on some
It
pizza.
adds a much needed pop of sweet to the flavor profile. It
Where
adds
is the
sweetness.
scientific method? Show me the scientific method.
This was brought to you by a university, man. I will look. Who has scientifically proven this?
I want to see a hypothesis. I want to see an apparatus. I want to see a risk assessment.
I
There
can
better be
send
a
you the
risk
whole link
assessment.
by. This is a university, man. They have it right there. There you go.
I don't
You
care
look
if
at
a
that.
university tells me that aliens have been living in my closet this whole time.
You should. Universities are the people that give you that source of information. All right. It's not just the students who conduct those proposals. It's the professors as well.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
There
All
is a
right,
whole article there.
I'll be honest. This is a
Yes.
pretty long article.
It's a long
the
article.
the
Wow.
haters
It's
have
such a
no
long
case
article.
against us now. Also, let me
Yeah.
just say, this picture of pineapple pizza, that's a dumb looking
That is a
pizza.
bad pizza.
Like,
But
it's
yeah.
not even a perfect circle.
No, it's not.
It's like
But
someone
yeah.
just got triangle
Taste
pieces of bread.
taste is broken into 5 flavors, right? Sweet, salty,
Hmm.
bitter, sour, and savory, right?
Hmm.
What
Yes, I
it,
understand that much.
you cannot sit there and say that those 5 things should not be attempted to put into pizza. Pizza is like a sandwich, man.
Are you gonna put
It
bitter on pizza?
You could, right?
You're gonna
It's
put
a thing.
sour on pizza? I thought we didn't like sour on pizza.
What we don't, but that's not the point.
Like,
Listen,
if I
there are
squeeze lemon onto it, no one's
yum,
gonna
yum.
really.
Lemon, I don't know. I might be worth trying, to be honest.
I mean,
But
I'm up to try new things,
lemon and
but
garlic,
lemon and garlic,
that that's a thing.
that's a thing. I have not
I'm
heard of
pretty
that.
sure that's a thing.
Well, garlic
Like
on pizza.
I'm like 60% sure that's a thing. Lemon and garlic. It sounds like it should be a thing. That sounds good.
If we're just talking about like things such as pizza, just mixing these flavors in general. Do you want bitter and sour? Do you want sour and
It depends on what kind of food you're eating, right? But for
I guess
pizza,
all types of foods are just mixtures of different tastes. But on pizza, do you genuinely believe
pizza
it's
is
just
something that gives you the option. It is a thing
course
with bread and then toppings of choice. It is something that allows you to do whatever you want. It
pizza is a type of
should
food that allows you
implement
to
those five
mix?
things.
It
That's
does
like
allow it.
it's like a sandwich. Sandwich is 2 pieces of bread and whatever you want on the inside. Burger, two
Very
pieces of bread, whatever you want on the
customized,
inside.
very
Pizza's the same
customizable.
thing. Yes.
Pizza is like bread in the sense that it's customizable, and that's one of its
Yes.
main attractions, being
Exactly.
customizable,
It is
appealing to a
customizable
wide
by
range.
yes, by implementing the 5 flavors, one of which being sweet vis-a-vis pineapple.
Okay. Okay, so even though I don't completely understand why people would see this customizable food option and just pick pineapple, even though I don't understand why people would pick just that, I do see why people would choose that as at least one of their preferred toppings.
Yes.
However,
And yeah,
when going with which one is generally preferred pizza, I'm still gonna stick with like any other slice over pineapple
yeah.
over Hawaii.
Look, I
It's
eat garlic
definitely
pizza, right? I eat garlic pizza, but I'm not going to sit there and take it from people who say that pineapple does not belong on pizza when it does. It fucking does. And it's so annoying, right? And the people who
right.
say, "Oh, the pineapple
You're
is so
not
strong,"
oppressed. Keep in mind, you're not
I
oppressed. You're not
I know.
being rounded up. There's no pineapple loves being rounded up, numbered, and then thrown in camp in boot camp.
Yeah,
Thrown in boot
that's
camp
very true.
in a video game.
Listen, yeah. Yeah. Look, another thing is as well, the people who say like, oh, the pineapple is so overpowering, it gets rid of the other taste. Just a quick thing, those 5 flavors, ham is not sweet. All right, I think we can agree on that. Ham
Yeah,
is a bit salty and
ham
savory,
is salty,
primarily
savory.
savory. A bit salty depends on what ham you get, right?
Mhm.
And it is not sweet. Pineapple is sweet. Your body, your taste buds can naturally taste multiple flavors at once
That is true.
based on those 5 flavors, right? So you can eat a piece of pineapple pizza and you can taste the saltiness of the pizza, you can taste the sweetness of the pineapple and the savory of the ham all at once. It's not countering it, it's working harmoniously to give you a great piece of food. All right?
Mhm. I
Yeah.
understand that your mouth can handle multiple different tastes and how the pineapple is not as overpowering as many people complain it is, and that
Yes.
a lot of people when they have this argument they just go, vegetables don't belong on pizza, door, forgetting that tomato exists,
And
you know,
capsicum is put on
and
pizza.
capsicum, and like what
Also,
that's all.
pineapple's a fruit.
Pineapple's a fruit. Fuck, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
So is tomato. I'm dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ignore me.
That's right.
Capsicum's not a fruit. Is it capsicum a fruit?
Yeah. Capsicum is not a fruit, it is a vegetable.
Correct. Okay.
All right.
We got that much right.
Yeah. Anyone who knows me in person and wants to argue this with me, I will give them the link to this
Yes.
podcast, and then I will also just destroy them in
Also, don't forget the
person.
link of this article that literally someone sat down and said, you know what, we need to start answering the
You know
real
what? I'm
question.
gonna get that. That will be tattooed along my spine.
What,
All
the
right.
link, the URL?
The URL. Yeah. I'll get it.
URL.
Actually, no. I'll get a QR code. I'll do it on
A
my shoulder
QR code.
blade.
You're gonna QR code yourself. You really do want to be oppressed.
It's gonna be like, hey, what's the QR code for? Why did
Check
you
it out.
goddamn scan it then?
It's like, find out yourself, coward, and it's just this
Someone's just
hour-long
sitting.
spiel.
Someone's just sitting there like, no, pineapple doesn't belong in pizza. You take your shirt off. They think you're about to fight you, and you just turn around, scan the goddamn
Scan the
QR code.
fucking QR code. And then take off their shirt and they pull out the full URL, say, actually, type this into your fucking browser. And it's an article that was made directly, because it has to exist. No one sees this article and doesn't think I should make a counter article.
I'm
I
sure
should
they
make a
do,
counter
but when
article.
it's been scientifically proven, and
You
good
know what?
luck.
I'm gonna pull a cheap move and try find dirt on Sam Panopoulos. Fuck his name.
No. Don't worry about them. Let's find Mackenzie Bam from the University of Florida. We will take you down.
We're gonna rip her apart by saying that let's find something she did in like 2011. Oh, here it is right now. She said
We're
she's
gonna
afraid of
James
the
Gunn
dark.
her.
James Gunner, just James Gunn people who are opposing views. It's the one move that
Yeah.
never fails.
That's the one move that anti-pineapple on pizza users do that. You dirty players. We
Like, a
just
lawyer can walk in and then say like, "Well, I saw my opponent littering outside," and just instantly lose the case. Death
yeah
sentence.
yeah. There you go.
Just ratio
Wow,
it.
that was quite the argument
That
right
was
there.
like that was a good argument. You want to have another one sometime?
You want to have another one? All right. Let
We
me
gotta do
think.
this again. We should get political
Let,
next time.
damn, you know what this would make? Yeah. It's just the podcast ends.
Let's make type.
Type. God,
That was a good discussion, right? Again, with two people, you'd think that a war between three people would last longer than two, but honestly, I think we kept that going pretty well.
yeah, I think because of the fact that Buffler also didn't like pineapple on pizza, so it would just be the two of you attacking me.
We would be verbally assaulting. I was
Yeah,
pulling up the list of insults I was about to bring up. I
you're about
was
to
about
bring
to
in the past failed relationships again.
I was about to bring every cringe like, oh yeah, coming from the person who just flicks their book in year 5, called the teacher mother, got him.
Yeah. Yes, says the person that, and then you just said that, and my counter, I just flip out my folders on you because
What
I've
folders?
got more dirt on you guys. Says
Like,
the guy
cool,
that
you can't have
didn't
dirt
get a
on
job at the place I
you.
recommended him at.
You can't have dirt on me. I don't talk about myself. Got him.
All right, fine. I'll get soil on you. Ha.
Oh,
Wait, no.
that's the same
That
thing.
just
One
sounds
second.
gross.
One second. Is dirt the same as soil? This is going to be a new topic right here. Soil provides yeah, they're the same thing. Okay, soil and dirt are the same thing.
Ah, damn. Well, they've got different words, so it works.
So it works.
Yes.
It's like the first thing says like soil provides food, trees, and shrubs and flowers, but dirt is a nuisance. Yeah, they're the same thing. Well, which is it? Which is it?
Soil is just the greatest thing ever to grace the earth.
And dirt
Dirt
is
is
so
the
bad.
worst thing to ever grace the earth.
You're
They're the
weak.
same
I'm
thing.
you. It's just a Spider-Man pointing me. Dirt. Dirt's
Okay,
solid
yeah.
mud, or mud is like wet. Is mud just wet dirt, or is there more to it that I'm missing?
No, I'd say it's wet dirt.
Mud is just wet dirt.
Yeah.
Mud is just dirt
I feel like probably. Fuck.
in liquid form.
Yeah. Liquidized.
We really went from just pineapple along a pizza to what is mud and
Liquidized dirt.
liquidized dirt. I'm getting emails. Shut up. Damn. You know, honestly, if you think about it, like if you mix mud in with dirt, you just get like, do you get more mud or more dirt?
Oh my god.
Speaking of mixing two things,
Oh,
what
what?
would be the coolest mix of two things ever? That was a great segue, you guys.
Yeah, that's a great segue, but terrible introduction. This is my bit. No, I'm kidding. To put it simply, if you could get two jobs, whether that be fictional or non-fictional, and mix them together into one thing, what would the coolest thing be? For example, let's say you got like an astronaut and mixed him with a Viking, right?
Okay.
Would he be coolest? No, he's not the coolest. There is a correct answer to this, by the way.
Wait, what occupation is Viking? What does that
Okay.
entail?
All right, we'll say occupation or role.
Role. Okay,
Yeah.
so just concept of a character.
Yes. Yes.
Titles. All right. In that case,
You know.
if
So
I were to guess, then I would say that, in my personal opinion, that the best possible crossover, like the most ambitious crossover, as some would say, would be probably an astronaut and an assassin. I think
and
that's pretty
what
cool.
kind of assassin are we speaking here?
Assassin, as in like takes down
Like
political
Assassin's
figures.
Creed assassin?
Assassin's Creed assassin. You know what? No, I'm talking about Agent 47 assassin. A hitman. That's it. A hitman.
So a space hitman.
A space hitman.
Right.
Space hitman.
Well, may I introduce you to a similar thing to that, but is way cooler? And the correct answer, which is space cowboys.
Space cowboys.
Hear me out. You've said space hitman. You know
Yeah.
what else is a type of hitman? A cowboy. Cowboys were the bounty hunters, which is a hitman of
Yeah.
the 18th century. And they're cooler because they wear cowboy hats. You ever seen a hitman wear a cowboy hat? I doubt it, because otherwise you'd be dead.
Unless they're disguising themselves as a cowboy, which in hindsight actually doesn't work as a disguise because they're just still a bloody bounty hunter.
Yes,
Look out as a hitman. Oh, I'm a bounty hunter. Oh, okay. Whew. Close one there.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be blending in either, just wearing a cowboy outfit.
If I see someone in a cowboy outfit, I don't think to myself that's probably a hitman.
No, but I also don't think to myself that's a normal member of
Of course,
society.
it's a norm of society. You're just living the dream. I wish I had the bravery to dress
Yeah,
up.
but if you just saw someone walking down the streets of the city in a cowboy outfit with a whip
I'd
at his
literally ask
side,
for a photo of them. I would literally just stand next to them, hands on my phone, just take a photo, and like they could have the knife just in my back, and I'm gone. It
exactly,
was worth
that's
it.
the ploy. Yeah, you got to think outside the 600 cell. Haha, inside joke that you don't get.
I don't get
Um,
literally one other person here. You say an inside joke that they don't get.
well, Buffalo, it was Buffalo and I's inside joke, okay?
Oh, we can get him as a guest once
Yeah,
his limbs
yeah,
grow
yeah.
back. Once his
Once
limbs
his
grow
limbs
back,
go back, that's true. And his blood is removed from the water cycle.
and his blood is removed from the water cycle.
Yes. All right. But space cowboys would just be so cool. Imagine
That would be cool.
it's just a guy in space, right? He's just chilling in space. He's got his spaceship, but he's also just a bounty hunter that kills people. And yes, to anyone who's wondering, this epiphany is entirely inspired by Cowboy Bebop,
Yes,
because
there's no hiding it.
there is no hiding it. But you know what else? It's also correct. So sue me.
Dylan, in the previous argument, you can't just say absolutes during this argument. This is the correct opinion.
Find me.
All
Okay.
switcheroo.
Yeah, I've completely switcherooed this. However, I will say a similar thing that is cool to that, technically inspired by Cowboy Bebop again because of Vicious, is a space samurai,
Space
and
samurai.
that's
You know
only
what?
inspired by Vicious because he has a samurai sword.
Honestly, a
But like,
space samurai or even a space like ninja, I think would be pretty cool.
yeah,
Space has to be one of the categories. You can't mix two things and say
yeah,
it's good if
you
there's no
can't,
space
yeah,
involved.
yeah, exactly,
Unless
yeah.
you get like a ninja chef, that'd be pretty funny.
Ninja Chef. That's true. I've played Fruit Ninja.
For
Um,
a ninja chef.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
If
like,
I
yeah,
could add a third thing, I'd definitely add chef into there because chef
yeah.
also just makes anything better.
Well, there we have it. Space Chef. We've figured it out.
Space chef, cowboy chef, space cowboy chef.
Space Cowboy Chef.
I
Uh,
keep aiming with space
but
cowboy chef
now that I
ninja.
think about it as well, a space samurai, that's just a Jedi.
Space
I've
Sam-
watched Star Wars, man.
that is very much a Jedi. Just
A
so
space samurai, yeah, instead of living by the way of the sword, their way is the Force.
the
They have
force,
their own
and
space religion.
they do have their own space culture, and they were respected nobles that also were kind of feared, and they also just bloody warriors.
Yeah. But you know what? You know who died in Order 66? All of the space samurai. I don't think Han Solo died. Han Solo didn't die. He's
Han
basically
Solo
space cowboy.
was probably not born.
No,
Maybe.
the Solo spin-off movies like around that time. He was alive.
Well, no, that's just because when Maul exists,
That's true.
and
Maul
and
does exist.
and Maul like mostly existed after Order 66.
Yeah. But like he
Before Order
also existed
66,
before it.
yeah, and then got sliced in half, and then he didn't
Yeah.
exist for a good portion
Look,
of
it's
the
kind of
period.
base. What can I say?
Kind of.
Look, I'm sure they're around the same time. I just
Sorry,
like
not all the space samurai died. That's how we got more films. Like we
that's
can't
true.
have them die. We
Not
need
all of
more
the
films.
space samurai died, but none of the space cowboys died. So
I feel like quite a few space cowboys just were probably killed in the
they
process.
probably died, but not by Order 66, by separate events because they were out doing space cowboy things.
Chasing after space samurais that had bounties on their heads.
Yes. Well, they were Jedi's. Surely they wouldn't have any bounties.
Well,
No Jedi's ever known for being evil.
no, but like the Empire would say, "Hey, go kill a Jedi, and we'll give you some money." And then bounty
Yeah, wait,
hunters would be like, "It's
holy
free real estate."
space cowboy is Boba Fett.
Yes, Boba Fett is a space bounty hunter. He's a space cowboy.
That there is yeah for anyone who hasn't seen Cowboy Bebop, there is your other source reference there. All right,
Just think of Boba
is
Fett with a cowboy hat, and you have a space cowboy.
there you go. Yeah, that's your space cowboy.
And
The Mandalorians, really.
he doesn't use a lasso. He uses like that weird grappling hook thing, but it's still the same gist.
Yeah, same gist. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is, and
Space
that's why
Cowboy
Boba
is
Fett
just
is one
so
of the
cool.
coolest characters, and that's why it's so cool to watch his series.
And today's episode is sponsored by.
Neo, have you watched an episode?
I have not watched an episode yet. I've been busy watching Cobra Kai.
You have been busy watching Cobra Kai. The sponsor of today's episode now. Okay.
Is LaRusso Auto Group.
It's
Funny joke.
funny joke.
Yeah. Look, yeah, that's just the way it is. That's
Space
just
cowboys are really cool. Because you
yeah,
take cowboys who were sort of limited by the technology of their time, and then give them space.
yeah,
Give them the
exactly.
entirety of space.
Yeah. It's like it's just the way it is,
Looking back
Just
on
the
Cowboy
way it
Bebop,
is. Yeah,
looking back on
Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop
Bebop,
is just 26 episodes of proving I'm right, and then there's bits of Star Wars that also are dedicated to proving I'm right. So fight
again,
me.
like the Mandalorian was pretty much just space cowboys.
Yeah, the Space Cowboys, the series. So
This year.
hey, anyone who likes The Mandalorian automatically agrees with me. It's like T-series. Um, yeah, it's the
Yeah,
exact same thing. I'm certain of it.
it's just without the subplots.
Yeah. Instead of a subbot, it's a liking Space Cowboys.
So if like bounty hunters and stuff were the space cowboys in the Star Wars universe, and Jedi were like the space samurai, then what's
Yeah.
a space chef?
Space Chef.
It's a space
Well,
chef.
it's a great question.
I don't think there were any space
That
chefs.
four-eyed guy from four-armed guy from the Clone Wars.
The guy that was like what was his
Obi-Wan's
name?
friend.
Obi-Wan's friend. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
yeah,
Space Chef.
that's a space chef right there.
It's
You
just
think
four arms from Ben 10.
it's just forearms from Ben 10.
There you
Yeah.
go. So the Jedi
Or,
is space samurai. Space cowboys are
Boba
space
Fett and
cowboys.
Cowboy
Boba
Bebop.
Fett. Yeah. And then Space Chef is that one space chef from the Clone Wars episode. So
Okay.
there you go.
So
There's your
we've broken down the best possible combinations, which have space in them because space is just the best.
yeah. It
Tell me
truly
one
is
thing.
amazing.
Tell me something random, and I'll add space to it.
Exactly.
Like,
Just tell me
like
something.
something
Mouse.
random.
Space
Space
mouse?
mouse.
Bro,
Space
that
mouse.
sounds pretty cool.
That already sounds epic.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
imagine Tom and Jerry, but that was actually probably a thing. I don't even want to
Bro,
say
Tom
imagine.
and Jerry in space would be awesome.
Tom and Jerry, or like The Simpsons, they
They
did
did Tom
everything.
and Jerry in the desert. It's called Roadrunner, so surely they could do it in space.
I'm pretty sure just Tom and Jerry went to the desert at one point. They
Probably.
weren't limited to the confines of the house. Bro, they started
Hey,
speaking one episode. That's more than Roadrunner and Walker speak sometimes. That's more than Roadrunner will ever do. Freaking
yeah.
sticking his tongue out and beat mother trucking beep.
Holy shit, 1 second. 1 second. Oh my god.
Second is
Oh
path.
my, oh my god. I think I may have found something.
What have you found?
Tom and Jerry in Space, the 1962 movie called Mouse
19
in Space. There was a movie in 1962 called Mouse in Space, okay?
mouse in
And
space.
it is a Tom and Jerry animated short film that is about them going into space. I can tell you right now, it's probably the greatest piece of film ever made.
This is
After
probably
Cowboy Bebop, Star Wars, and other space-related things we said were cooler.
it was mostly just Star Wars and Cowboy Bebop, and also Forearms from Ben 10.
Yes, of course, of course.
Ben 10, my favorite Star Wars, my favorite space film.
Ben 10,
Yeah,
my favorite Star Wars character.
he had an alien watch. It counts as space.
Very true, very true. Jesus, this is, well, for anyone listening, this has been a much longer episode, I must say.
Again, with two
Um,
people, our topics were like pineapple and pizza,
taking over the world,
work,
because we won the lottery.
and space cowboys.
Yeah, we had a couple things in there, liquid dirt,
Liquid
and
dirt, which is a very good segue.
yeah,
That's
very great segue, I must say.
that's my favorite segue. And then the rest of our segues were just kind of with sections, one of which was pretty nice and calm. The other one was very political, I gotta say. Honestly, like some non-filtered stuff right
Some
there.
things were said, I must say.
Exactly. Some things were indeed said, I do say so myself.
Yes. If I could say something that would be said, it was that things were said.
Things were said. You can say that again.
Yeah, well, I would, but I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember what you said either. I just know how the word said, say, or saying in it.
Exactly. The only word
Help.
required.
Help.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean,
I just blacked out for a second.
some pretty interesting stuff right here, I must say.
Some pretty
Pretty,
interesting intellectual conversations happening right now.
Yes. What
It's
can
all
I
right.
say? I think we'll do pretty well.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can
and
get
moving
a
forward, this will work.
yeah.
This has definitely been enlightening, to say the
Yes.
least.
Certainly.
Unfortunately, though, all good things must come to an end. And looking at my watch, and I'm thinking to myself, I probably know how long we've been speaking. I just have to do a bit of math real quick. I'm going to say that I'm gonna have to say that this is going to be like the end of this episode. Not the series. Just saying this is where we're cutting it
This
out.
is the end. We're done. Bye.
We're done. But before we end it, I just gotta ask Neo. I gotta ask you one question.
Oh, what could it be?
You've probably never heard this question before. I
Oh.
should probably prepare you for it.
All right.
Probably
I'm very
also
prepared.
you're gonna need to like get the command ready in the chat because it doesn't work when I do
I'm
it here.
very ready, man. I'm prepared.
All right. So you're prepared?
Of
You're prepared.
course.
All right. Just try not to think too hard about it. Just give me like
All right.
first
All right.
first
I'm thinking.
first
I'm
ask
listen.
attempt here.
I'm listening. You just lay it
Okay,
on me.
okay,
Lay
okay,
it on me.
okay, okay. All right, I gotta ask you. You know what this would make?